The cannons clear the track. The Sultan rides from Istanbul with thunder at his back. In 1516 Selim comes to claim the ancient floor, and peace falls like a blanket across the eastern shore. Suleiman the Magnificent looks down upon the space and swears to build a fortress to guard this holy place. Raise up the walls of limestone high above the valley floor. Lock the Damascus gateway and bar the Jaffa door. 400 years of silence, 400 years of shade under the shadow of the crescent. The ancient maps are made. The centuries are drifting by, the empire starts to fade, and travelers write of broken hills beneath the silent sky. A mournful, barren wilderness where weeds and dust run high. A desolate and ghost-like plain where even thistles die. Jerusalem, a pauper town wrapped up in rags and rust. No milk or honey on the breeze, just poverty and dust. The ancient valleys choked with stones, a landscape trapped in sleep, while foreign empires plot to take the ruins left to weep. Wake up the walls of limestone, look across the valley floor. The winds of change are blowing hard against the Jaffa door. The centuries of silence, the centuries of shade are breaking as the exiles return to where the maps were made. But out of Eastern Europe's fire, a sudden whisper breaks. The exiles pack their heavy bags as old devotion wakes. They look upon the withered soil, the dead and dry expanse, and pledge to drag a living harvest from a broken chance. They bypass every sultan's law, the paper and the slip, to clear the malaria swamps with a fierce, unyielding grip. They plant the vine, they plow the sand, they speak the tongue of old, and Tel Aviv rises from the dunes as the final years unfold. Defying all the mournful words the cynical had penned, they bleed into the rugged earth to make the desert bend. The calendar is turning to the year of 1914. The world beyond the borders falls into a dark machine. The Ottoman defenders turn their eyes toward the coast as a long and quiet panic grips the ancient city's host. The trenches in the desert sand are ready for the blow as the heavy gears of global war begin to turn below. Raise up the walls of limestone high above the valley floor. Lock the Damascus gateway and bar the Jaffa door. 400 years of silence, 400 years of shade under the shadow of the crescent. The ancient maps are made. The lines are drawing closer in the deserts to the south. A silent rumor passing through a frightened city's mouth. A waiting, anxious kingdom, a checkpoint at the state. Beyond the hills, the heavy boots are marching through the night. A British flag is on the wind, just out of human sight. The 400-year summer is starting to abate. ancient walls are waiting. The shadows at the gate.